Hey, good morning, everybody. September 30th, Wednesday, a little after 10 a.m. on the West Coast. Stock market started strong, having a little bit of a sell-off. Our square position selling off a little bit here in the middle of the day. Um, we're kind of seeing tech generally, I guess, yeah, even with the S&P here, we're seeing a little bit of a sell-off from the intraday rally. Just overnight looking, this sell-off here was after the presidential debate, and then there was an announcement that there's some money coming, um, in a bipartisan way. I think they're eventually just going to dump a ton of cash on this market and our economy. But just dealing with what we're dealing with right now, we're approaching, you know, a key level on a couple of day timeline. Still feeling pretty positive about the market. Zooming out, we've tested this level. We're clearly above it. There's some overhead resistance here from this pretty big sell-off. But if we can get through this, 11.5 number, I think we're going to be off to the races higher. So before we get into that, we had $1,000 winner earlier. Now we're down to 400. So that intraday turn has been, pretty big. A lot of that is Square. Square was up a 160, a couple points higher, and so is NVIDIA. All I want to do here is I want to chop NVIDIA and Square slightly, cut it back down to size to in line with Amazon. We're going to let Tesla with its near-term catalyst hopefully catch up and have 4 equal positions at the top. But I want to spread a little bit of this money out. I want to spread some of it to AMD. Just real quick, looking at the top performers in our watch list. Penn has been one we've gotten wrong. We don't have a position right now. We're down $200 on it in the name for the year. Just trades with Corona. I'm surprised to see that and DraftKings up, given the news with the NFL game getting postponed. But what I think I want to do here is let's raise some money from NVIDIA and from Square, and then I want to this Adobe position. It's one that we're going to want to get into. I want some of the bigger tech to chill out. We're going to keep that money hidden in NVIDIA and Amazon for now. The one rotation, the one move I want to make is into advanced micro, and we're down a little bit today, getting it under $82. I really like their Q4. I like all the stuff that they're coming out with. Their PCIe, they're first on PCIe 4, their AM4 socket with all the new stuff that's coming out, all the NVIDIA graphics cards to get the full juice out of the squeeze. You're going to need PCIe 4. And so far, AMD, all of their chips and their boards are far more forward compatible and seem to be more ready to go. And then the 11th gen Intel stuff is coming out. It's been announced, but it's not available. And it'll be nice. It's just going to be really expensive. I think for the next cycle, AMD on the CPU side is going to take a lot of share from Intel. So I want to start a position here. This will also help if anything happens with the NVIDIA and ARM deal. Advanced Micro is one of the ones that would seemingly get hurt with the integration of ARM into NVIDIA. So this will kind of diversify that. They're quasi competitors, but I really think that they're more like stepsister companies more than anything. So let's roll a little bit of this money. Let's raise some funds out of this. We're only going to sell a little tiny chunk. We'll take 539 for these 5 shares. And then we're going to do the same with, so we have about 5K in stock buying power. Nvidia is still our biggest position. This feels better to me. We have 5K in cash. Getting a little bit of a sell-off. Let's buy half of our total position in here. Um, Ultimately, we're going to want this to be 50 or 60 shares. Let's buy a little tiny chunk of this. So we're starting a position in AMD here. And we have a little bit more cash. We're going to hold on to this 3K, and then we'll let this day play out, and then we'll reevaluate and get. It's going to be a big earnings week for us. But we're part of the AMD story now. Not the best looking formation up here. We might be able to get it down a little bit lower, but we're not going to time the market. We're just going to stand by. Keep an eye on DocuSign. Keep an eye on Adobe. I think we're going to get a little bit better pricing on these. And once I feel more confident in the general charts, I want this to be stronger here. And then we can chop our money down and spread it out over some bets. I just don't want to get stuck holding anything that I don't truly believe in, and I'm more comfortable with this here. So we'll keep an eye on things. This will be a quick live stream. The market's looking pretty healthy right now. I mean, more green than red for sure. So we'll leave this here from now. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll check in with you soon.